What is up, guys? Caesar Master 56 here. And although E3 is over, yes, it's officially over. A lot of good games were announced. Some better than others. Some just meh. Depending on what you're into, the series you like, and the kind of games you like, or even the console that you have. Pretty much. Hopefully a lot of people got what they were expecting, but who knows? But there was actually some games that caught my attention. Some new and some that been catching my attention before. So here's a quick list. To go through it. It's not in any order. ABC order, I guess. But the first one being Beyond Two Souls. I never played Heavy Rain, but I have heard a lot about it. That it's really good, and the story is really good. And a game that has a good story, that's always a plus for me. Like, I like games that has a good story and it feels like you're watching a movie. And in this case, you're in the movie, you're the character. That always interests me. And Beyond Two Souls, it's made by the people that made Heavy Rain. And it just looks cool. The story looks like it would be cool. It has to do with ghosts, demons, souls, or something like that, and stuff like that interests me. So it's cool to see how that works. You know, just to see. And I just can't wait for it. Or actually, I'm gonna check out more of it. Definitely. I'm probably think about picking it up. In the future sometime. The next game is DMC, Devil May Cry. I never played the other Devil May Cry. It's almost late now. But I know the gameplay. I played the demo of Devil May Cry 4, and I know how it works and everything. And I played Van Helsing, which is pretty much the same thing. You know, just the same gameplay. You could hack slash, but you also have your guns. So I know how it works. But this is pretty much the prequel. Not a prequel, but just like when he was younger. So I guess a prequel. When he was younger, and that's what a lot of people are complaining about his new look. He looks emo or whatever. But it sucks to see that they changed his look. But when you think about it, it's when he was younger. So I guess further down the road, he dyes his hair white, Dante, or I don't know. But from what it looks like, maybe the gameplay is still the same. The only difference is the look. But I would check this out. Maybe not an instant buy first to see what it got review wise. Just consider it picking it up or at least trying it out at least once. Next one is God of War Ascension. I'm a fan of the God of War series, like I said before. I like the whole Greek mythology thing, and like it's just a prequel, but it's cool to see how Kratos became Kratos, because he doesn't give a shit in the God of War game, just kills even innocent bystanders. But from this one, you see that he's actually saving them. And from what I heard, it's actually because it's his prequel. This was back when he was actually caring. So it's something interesting. Combat looks cool. And it's always cool to just whoop ass as Kratos. Whether it's Mortal Kombat or the Soul Calibur game he came out in, or even in that PlayStation All-Stars. It's always cool to be Kratos. That one, I'm gonna get. Next one is Grand Theft Auto 5. I never played Grand Theft Auto 4. Like, I don't know why it didn't really catch my attention. But I love the Grand Theft Auto series, especially San Andreas. Like, I love that game. And I guess what's catching my attention about Grand Theft Auto 5 is, I think, isn't. At first, I thought it looked like I saw a sign that said LA, like a highway sign. So I thought, they're using an actual real city rather than a made up city like Liberty City and stuff. But then they showed the Vinewood sign. I was like, then it must be San Andreas. And then on the IMDb page, it said the like main character, which I don't even know who it is. I forgot. But it also said Carl Johnson rumored. So I just hope CJ makes it into this, regardless if he's the main character, which I doubt he will be. But at least put him in the game. That would be awesome to see CJ come back. At least one scene. I know how some of the Grand Theft Auto games connect somehow. But I just hope CJ's in here. Just chilling out with his grocery guys. But I would check this one out. Hopefully it'll catch my attention at least more than Grand Theft Auto 4, which actually been out for like a couple years now, and I never even played it. Yeah. Next game, Halo 4. I'm also a fan of the Halo series, which is one of the main reasons I got an Xbox, for the Halo series and for games like it. But even though I don't have Halo 1, but Halo 2, I played Halo 1, I passed it, a friend let me borrow it. Then I got Halo 2, and then Halo 3, and they're just awesome. Probably one of the only first-person shooters that I like. I don't like a lot of them. That's just me though. But Halo 4 is looking up to be a pretty cool game. It's cool to see Master Chief come back. And even though it's a new studio, 343, they look like they're doing a good job, and they're staying true to the Halo franchise. And again, it's like Kratos. It's just cool to be Master Chief one more time. And hopefully they'll lead up to making more games, actual Halo games, not like Halo Wars or frickin' Halo Reach, ODST. Those were just fucking random, but just being Master Chief is awesome. Our next game is Injustice: Gods Among Us. Mortal Kombat vs. DC was random. It was cool to see Batman fighting Scorpion, Superman fighting Sub-Zero. It's an interesting idea on paper, but does it really work? Not so much. The game feels boring to me. Ever since Mortal Kombat went 3D, they just kind of went downhill. It was slow paced and just, I don't know, it was just boring. And the story was just weird, to be honest, for MK versus DC. But I don't know. And then when they made the new Mortal Kombat, it looked like they're going back to the old roots of just 2D beating the crap out of each other, just like the original. And that's what it looks like it's gonna be for Injustice of this one. And yeah, the title sounds lame. Injustice, Gods Among Us. But from what I understand, there's the Justice League, and then there's the Injustice League. Correct me if I'm wrong, because I don't know where I heard this from. But there's the Injustice League, and that's pretty much like their counterparts. I think they kill, or I don't know. I didn't hear too much of it, and I didn't do my research before doing this video, which I probably should have. But there's that, and that I'm guessing that's why they look different. They have different costumes, just because it's not the Bruce Wayne Batman we all know and love. It's the other universe, the other alternate dimension Batman that we don't really know so much. So I'm guessing that's why they're just fighting, beating the crap out of each other. That's my theory, I guess, on it. And hopefully they'll make it just like the new Mortal Kombat, which I'm guessing they will. Why wouldn't they? But yeah, next one, Luigi's Mansion Dark Moon, or Luigi's Mansion 2. When they announced this game last year, I was fucking excited, because I just loved the first one, the first one. I got my GameCube release date, and I had Luigi's Mansion with it, so I just played that game for hours. I sucked at it at first, but now I'm good at it, and I just love that game. It's an awesome game. And when they announced Luigi's Mansion 2 last year, I got excited. One of the reasons why I actually got a 3DS, just to pick up Luigi's Mansion 2. And it's looking to be awesome. It's not just one mansion; it's multiple mansions, and I'm just curious to know how that works out, especially the story. The first one he won the mansion. Now, does he win multiple mansions, or he just, or maybe I'm just thinking too much of it, and without actual story yet to be revealed. But I'm just curious to know how the story works out. But regardless of how that works, I'm definitely gonna get this one. It's shaping up to be an awesome game. And I even heard they're porting it to the Wii U. I don't know if it's rumored or they are gonna do it. But Wii U or not, I'll probably be getting it for both. Considering that it will come out for the 3DS first, I imagine. Next one, Marvel Avengers Battle for Earth. This game surprised me just because I never heard of it. And every game that has to do with Marvel characters catches my interest. I want to look more into it. And it's actually a Marvel game made by Ubisoft, so it's interesting. But from what I hear, it's a fighting game, and you'll have from the trailer Spider-Man fighting Magneto, or other the Avengers characters, and maybe other Marvel characters we all know and love that haven't been revealed. And pretty much the fighting game. And the last fighting game that they made with Marvel characters, well, besides Marvel's Capcom, would probably be Marvel Nemesis, which was actually a pretty cool game. I don't know who these imperfect guys are. I have it, but I don't know. And the fighting was pretty cool, I guess. But this one, looks interesting. I'll check it out because I'm not so fond of a lot of fighting games, to be honest. But if it had Marvel characters, then I'll check it out.